I came across a David Pakman video that I want to respond to. Let's have a look at that.
There's an interesting article in Vice suggesting the idea of testing presidential candidates for cognitive decline.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. We really need to raise the standard in regard to who we even allow into positions of political authority, especially if we're talking about the President of the United States.
Executive function is a term. It sounds like we're talking about CEOs, but what we mean by executive function, it's a term that is a collection of cognitive processes necessary to control behavior. So very simply, it's things like attention span, inhibition. People should be inhibited to different degrees depending on the situation in which they find themselves. Memory, cognitive flexibility. Each of these has a specific scientific meaning. There are more and more questions about Donald Trump's cognitive decline, a 73-year-old man. There are questions being raised about Joe Biden that have come up, a 76-year-old man. There have actually not been any serious questions about Bernie Sanders' cognitive state.
That, David, is where you are wrong. That's actually why I wanted to make this video, because I have seen evidence that Bernie's cognitive state is in decline.
Senator Sanders, a Vermont newspaper recently released portions of an interview you gave in 2013 in which you said, quote, "My own view on guns is, everything being equal, states should make those decisions."
No.
Has your thinking changed since then? Do you now think there's a federal role to play?
That's a mischaracterization of my thinking.
It's a
Look,
quote of
we
you.
have a gun.
Ooh, and then the crowd laughs at him. Well, they'd probably feel bad about laughing at him if they realized that he was in cognitive decline.
We have a gun crisis right now. 40,000 people a year are getting killed. In 1988, Rachel, when it wasn't popular, I ran on a platform of banning assault weapons and, in fact, lost that race for Congress. I have a D- voting record from the NRA. And I believe that what we need is comprehensive gun legislation that, among other things, provides universal background. We end the gun show loophole. We end the straw man provision. And I believed in 1988, and I believe today.
Why would you
that
leave
assault weapons are
Senator,
weapons
you leave
are
15
from the
million on the
military,
streets,
and that they should not be on the streets of America.
You would leave. Your plan leaves them on the streets. You leave 15 million on the streets.
We banned the sale and distribution, and that's what I believe for many years.
Will you buy them back?
If people want to buy, if the government wants to do that, and people want to
you're going to be the government. Yes. Will you buy them back?
Oh my God, did Bernie just get owned by Swalwell of all people? Now I feel bad because Bernie's suffering cognitive decline.
Anybody? Oh my God, all right. All right, what you got?
All right, so I know you've expressed support for universal basic income in the past in your interviews, but there's this guy, Andrew Yang, that wants to give everybody $1,000 a month with a VAT tax. And I think to win the Democratic primary, you got to do that. You got to give everybody $1,000.
I got a better idea.
You won't do it?
Nope. Sorry you came all the way from Alabama.
Did you guys catch that? Bernie used to support a UBI, something like Yang's plan for the freedom dividend, give everyone $1,000 per month. Bernie used to support that kind of an idea. Now he says he's got a better idea. Let's go ahead and hear what it is.
Okay. Here's the better idea. I understand that idea. I have a better idea. And the better idea, I think, is that in a nation in which there is so much work to be done, just think about it. You got an infrastructure which is crumbling. We can put millions of people to work doing that. Transforming our energy system in terms of weatherizing homes all over this country, building a more efficient energy transportation system, putting more money into wind and solar and other sustainable technologies. We can create millions of jobs doing that. Think about daycare. You want a world-class child care center? You need well-educated, well-trained, well-paid child care workers. We need many of them. We need more doctors in rural areas and in urban areas. We need more nurses. We have a dental crisis all over this country. We need to train dentists and get them out there. We need more social workers. You want to reform our criminal justice system? Well, you're going to need people to start working with prisoners. You want kids not dropping out of high school? You're going to need mentors working with them. There is an enormous amount of work to be done. And what we believe in is guaranteeing a job in this country to anybody who is prepared to work. I think that's the better approach.
Wow, I have absolutely no interest in any of those jobs that he just mentioned, which is probably why I never tried to get any of those jobs. When I reflect on previous presidents from my lifetime, doesn't matter whether we're talking about a Democrat or a Republican, one of the Bushes, Bill Clinton, Obama, Trump, not a single one of them did anything to noticeably improve my quality of life. Not a damn one. But then this Asian guy named Andrew Yang came along. He's all like, hey, how about I give you $1,000 per month? You think that might help? Right? That is $12,000 a year that I don't have to do any additional work for on top of all the hard work that I've already done and continue to do. And this is coming from a guy who's actually currently not working very many hours, in part because my job sucks. Okay, so here's what my checking account is doing right now. It's going, basically, at this rate, I'm going to run out of money unless I take on more hours at my shit job or some other shit job, because apparently those are the only kind of jobs I can get. Jobs that I hate, right? Jobs where I have to deal with bosses and customers, right? Technical glitches. Jobs where I'm just doing something I don't want to do when there's other things I'd rather do. So Bernie has got to be suffering from some kind of cognitive decline if he's going to go from, being a supporter of UBI to, no, let's not do that. A better idea would be to guarantee that people can get more jobs that they're not going to be happy with. A wage slave guarantee is not better than the freedom dividend. Says here you've been fired from the past 15 jobs you worked. Sounds great! You're hired. Welcome to your new guaranteed job.
Why is a federal jobs guarantee better than a universal basic income?
I will tell you why. A simple reason. I think most people want to work. They want to be a productive member of society. I think it's a very deeply ingrained feeling that people have. They don't want to sit on the side. Yes, of course, getting a guaranteed income is better than having nothing and sleeping out on the street. That's for sure. But I think people want to be part of our humanity, to be truthful, and how we feel good about ourselves is when we are productive members of our society. We're contributing something.
See, there he didn't even answer her question. She didn't ask, why is a job better than not having a job? She asked, why is a federal jobs guarantee better than universal basic income? When I first heard Bernie's response, I thought it sounded like he was being dishonest and evasive. But that doesn't sound like Bernie, does it? No, there's got to be something else going on. Look, Bernie supporters, I know that at the last election, Bernie was probably the best candidate back then. But this time around, we got Andrew Yang, and Bernie kind of seems like he's suffering some cognitive decline. So...
Yang Gang 2020. Yang Gang 2020. Yang Gang 2020. Yang Gang.